I began by looking at all of Cricut's cupcake images, of which they have many, and I chose a couple that I thought would be good for my tea towel project. And I started playing around with color and combining some of the images from one cupcake to the other, like cherry, until I had an image that I thought would be perfect for my tea towel. After measuring the area on my tea towel that I wanted to decorate, I chose a square from the Shapes in Design Space and unlocked the lower left corner, and then in the width and height I simply typed in the area that I was going to design within, which I think was 5.5 by 9 inches. Then it was time to create our copy, so I went into the text option on the left rail of Design Space and started typing in my copy. I chose the font Magnolia Sky, which is one of my favorites, and I started kerning the individual letters together manually. Kerning means just moving your letters together. You can also do this by pressing Shift and arrow keys, which does the same thing as what I did manually. Also, remember when you're working with fonts, especially script fonts that you attach, make sure that you weld them so they are printed as one image and not separate images. That's really important. Then I chose Cricut Sans for my sans serif type. Sans serif just means that the straight-edged type doesn't have little curly cues on it. With my design finished, it was now time to prepare it for cutting. And I knew that I wanted to cut my black copy all on one mat because all of the other images kind of went in between the black copy. So I started hiding all the other images so I would only have my black copy left. And then I selected all, attached it, and that would put it all on one mat to cut. When the copy was on my virtual mat, I mirrored the image and then sent it to cut and let it rip. After preparing all the other images to cut, I separated my images on 2 mats. The first mat being for our matte vinyl 123 Flex, which I cut on vinyl. And the second mat, I put my 2 glitter images and I cut my glitter on light cardstock. And now it was time to weed. And I really enjoy weeding now that I have my Tweety light. It gives me plenty of light to see what I'm doing, and the tip is very sharp, so it just makes weeding so much easier. And of course, I always have my sticky lint roller nearby to grab those pesky little negative spaces that we weed out. Yay! Now it's time to heat press. So of course I first find the center line of my tea towel, then I apply the black type because all of the other images are going to be layered on top of this. My heat press is set to about 300 and I press each piece anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds because I have a lot of layers to press. Once I finish my tea towel, I look at it and think, This needs a border on it, and what could be better than a sprinkles border? So it's back to Cricut Design Space to make my sprinkle border. Once back in Design Space, I pull up the little cupcake image with the sprinkles on it, and I hide everything but the sprinkles, and I start manipulating them with the little turn key on the corner. And I make a row, and once it's to my liking, I'm going to attach that. Then I'm going to duplicate that row. Actually, I'm going to duplicate it 6 times because I'm going to make 2 rows each of 3 colors for the border of my tea towel. So it's back to weeding one more time, and the sprinkle rows are super easy to weed because it's in our metallic vinyl. Okay, it's time to put the sprinkles on. I still have my center line. I made these sprinkles out of metallic. And they're going to be pretty haphazard, just like sprinkles. Since we already have vinyl down, we need to use a paper. We're going to start with the blue. Doesn't really matter which order you do this. We're just going to press it for about 5 seconds because we have 6 layers to press. This is metallic, and this is a cold peel. And there we go. Our sprinkles tea towel is finished. If you like this video, I hope you will comment, like, and share. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks again, everyone. Bye. For more tutorials like this, just subscribe to our YouTube channel and remember to hit the bell to be notified of all new tutorials. Thanks again, everyone.